What's up, guys? It's Dark, and today I have a Town 9 portion of the 6 Schlitzes versus ByeForever recap, and the Town 9s just did phenomenal. Like, we had like 8+ scouts remaining, and I think even more than that, 8+, and then they just like wrecked bases, and they were done like within 12 hours. And we didn't need to have any like nukes, or we cleared 9s with 9s. It was just a slaughter from our side, at least. And let's just get straight into it. We have a ton of replays to show you. So the first one is by Yeesus, and he has a Queen Charge Hivaho with two healers on his Valks and his bowlers. So it's not Hivaho, it's Hivaboho? Hivahobo? And these names are so crazy, I don't know what to call them. So he takes out Queen, Baby Dragon helps out, rages her up to deal with King as well. Minion and Baby Dragon on the other side to create the funnel, drops Wiz as like insurance, drops in a ton of Valks, CC bowlers, and he doesn't even need wall breakers since Valks are their own wall breakers. And he rages, heals, poisons, and if you saw that before, like his king was at red, and then he like popped all the way up back to full health now because of the healers. And that's like the power of putting like a couple healers and having them raged up. Like, even though his Valks walked, but unfortunate. But he has 7 Hogs that he can easily deploy and dismantle the base with. As like he has some going there, and then he has a couple coming later. But if you notice like the trend, this type of an attack, it's like a pincer. You want your queen on one side to come in and like converge with your king like at the back end. King and healers. So he drops in his last few Hogs, and they help take out the rest of the defenses. They peter out, but the queen like comes and she's able to clean up everything. And he has bowlers as well to help out. So just a solid attack. Like, it went flawlessly for the most part. So the next one is number 20. Sorry if I butcher your name. Dirty. Oh yeah, he's been around for a while actually, I think. Not sure if he was on the channel before, but well, if not, then here's your first time. So he comes in with a single Zap Quake Lalo, or Penta Lalo. Suicide Heroes. Queen was an easy grab since she was so exposed, so Baby Dragon could help her out. Drops in a poison to deal with the CC. Baby Dragon helps with the CC, so I don't think he even needs to like pop an ability for. No, yes he does. My bad. So he comes in with a Lalo from around 8 o'clock, and so he is just sending like a wall of surgical limbs. Drops in a haste to deal with those Teslas. Drops in his second to last town on the other defense. Sweeper is causing a little bit of trouble, but shouldn't be too much. Yeah, and like you can see, like air skellies are slowly becoming the new meta. They're like bases will adapt. You won't see like overkills like I'm about to show you in this recap in like the coming weeks, as like bases catch up with attacks and not everything is like wrecked within like the first or second try. But he has like a swag, haste, and swag heal to boot, and like so many pups up, it's just ridiculous. And then he has like a big clump of balloons in the center as well. So just great job to Dirty. He He was amazing this war. So let's go down to number 21. Thunderstrike. And he has like he's a great guy. He has some of like the most creative attacks I've seen. So he comes in and he is going to actually Skelly spell this one center air defense. Instead of using zaps, he saves the whole like elixir spot. And he brings haste instead. Anytime now. Yep, 3 Skelly spells, and that is enough to take out that air defense, even with all that point. Because all his splash damage is like located up here, and the mortars are too far away to influence that center. So he lures the CC with a barb, I think. Maybe a hog. I'm not sure. I didn't really catch that part. But he brings in 4 giants to tank, which is actually really smart since it saves him like 10 troop space. Doesn't have to bring in like a whole golem and then have that go. He opts for more loons. So queen goes down easily, and his queen's going to survive for quite a long time, taking out trash and whatnot. And his king survives as well. So he comes in with the 3-hound Lalo and like 21 loons, which is pretty crazy. So he drops in his other 2 hounds at those air defenses. Loons are collapsing. And it's a slow process. He has like a big group of like death loons just like menacing onto this area. He's gonna drop a heal for those, keep him up, and he has like another clump coming in. He could have dropped haste at this point, but like there's no air defenses left. He still has a heal. He wanted to swag at least one of those spells, because why not? Yeah, as you can see, even under the heal, those 2 red bombs nearly decimated that group. Let's get through the rest of this. He has swag queen ability, 3 loons I didn't use, and 3 minions, and a haste. Yeah, so a bit of an overkill. So next up is 3PL on number 23, and this raid was just ridiculous. Like, you'll see. I won't spoil it for you guys. So he comes in with a stoned hobo, and he has 14 hogs and like 11 wizards. Just keep an eye on that hog number. So he comes in, he's clearing out the trash, drops in his other golem. He's clearing out this side with 3 wizards. And he's going to drop a couple more to help clear out these 3 buildings. So he drops in for his first jump, and he's going to drop in a second jump to connect to the queen. The poison spell drops in double poisons. That obviously helps with the queen. There's a Tesla farm, which decimates 1 golem. It turns into golemites and then like destroys those. But once this part's done, like his golems are rerouting. He has a heal and a rage to keep those bowlers up so that the golems have enough time to come in and tank. Drops in a second rage. King ability, take out queen. And as you can still see, still no hogs. Drops in 1 hog on this, but wasn't needed at all. And still no hogs. He popped his queen ability and waiting on the hogs. Waiting on the hogs. And still no hogs. Bowlers die, but queen's still up. Golem comes into tank. He puts in his wall breakers, which he probably didn't need. Oh, there's a hog. It goes on the archer tower that's being tanked by the golem. And he has 2 wizards cleaning up. He has his queen that's beating through a wall, and He has one hog doing takedown defenses, takes out that mortar, and yep, still no hogs. This guy swags 12 hogs on a raid. It basically goes with 3 golems, 11 wizards, and CC bowlers. I just can't wrap my head around that. Drops in his Asian wall of hogs now. So they finally come into play. And he loses 2 to a Springtrap, so just a crazy attack. This guy has been on fire ever since he's come to 6. So the next person up is number 24 on Liam, or Liam on number 24. So he comes in with like one of those old school shattered Lalos. Liam's an old school guy, you know. Loves those strats. So he drops in his 2 golems. Wizards down to create the funnel. Second golem down, wizards there. And heroes and wall breakers. Drops in a test wall breaker. Zoom in a little bit. And then drops in queen to clear trash. He's gonna drop his jump. He has a double jump for this. Brings in bowlers, and with the golems so deep into the base, they're pretty safe. Like they've done the tanking that they've needed to do. I think he has one more golem in there. I'm not sure. Hard to see with. Yeah, he has 1 golemite left. No, he has a golem too. So they're doing a ton of tanking, and bowlers are just running through the base. He's going to pop his king ability soon whenever he meets a queen, and he has 1 haste for his Lalo, which isn't much, but it's all you need. Queen's going to take out 1 more air defense, and queen takes out queen, so that's nice. It's going to pop queen ability and deal with skellies. Take out one more wizard tower, and that's it for her. But as you can see, like, the damage has been done. There's literally nothing left in the base. He has 3 more loons in the bag, and I don't think he's gonna drop them because he doesn't need to. So let's fast forward this a little bit. Slow process with how even though loons are fast at attacking, they're still slow in the air. So he drops in his haste, speeds that up, and drops in the rest of his loons for cleanup. And that's a wrap. There's nothing much left. He still has 2 hounds unpopped, same amount they started off with. So just a pure overkill of the base. And next one, I hope it doesn't shock many of you, but there's a problem. And that problem is with the Grundinator. Because he's not using the Grundinator, and instead, blasphemously, he is using a Penta. He's using air, which is unheard of. I mean, I had to rethink life after watching this raid. Like, what is happening? If Grundy's not using the Grundinator, then and he's like switching to air, then what is life? Anyways, let's get back onto the raid. So he comes in, zaps one of the air defenses, and he is taking out the queen with his king, and there's a CC hound, so I think this was a fresh hit. And his queen's about to engage the hound, and that's about it for her. Pop ability, maybe Pop ability, maybe take out a couple more defenses, but he brings in a Pentalalo. So first hound pops, he's sending in 2 more hounds, and this has been all the rage for him lately. In like FCs, this is all he does. It's all he really needs, because with how OP loons are, you don't really need much more. So he is hasting through the base. He has one more haste that needs to be dropped. Drops in some cleanup minions at 3 o'clock, and I mean, that's about it. I mean, all the air defenses are down, and he has loons that are everywhere. I mean, his loon pathing still needs to be worked on a little bit, but he's just running through bases with this. He's hopping on that air bandwagon, like how everyone seemed to hop on his Grundinator bandwagon, Circle of Life or something like that. Not too philosophical myself, but I try. Yeah, just a pure overkill of the base. So many loons, so many pups, so many minions. Great job. So now that we got that blasphemy out of the way, let's go on to number 32. Skipping a ton. But I really want to show this attack because this is turning out to be Ares' favorite attack. And he's been wrecking with it in FCs as well, and like literally every base, fresh 3, fresh 3, fresh 3. And it's like one of those old school attacks too, where you have one golem, a bunch of witches, and then he brings CC bowlers and just 10 loons, because he, regardless of the air defense locations, he seems to be able to take out all those, either with like a double jump or like, it's incredible to watch. So let's get straight into it. He drops in a golem, first minions to help funnel off. Drops in a golem around this area, like 7 o'clock. He's gonna wait, drop wizards, a couple of loons, take out that archer tower so the golem can reroute and go inside. He drops in his horde of witches, CC bowlers, heroes, and the thing about this attack is that he took out this base in a minute 37. Just ridiculous how easy this attack is. Like, as long as you funnel everything in, like, the base is dead. Just put all your spells on kill squad and then just like target loons on the outside. Yeah, so he comes in, already popped his king ability. Queen's gonna take out those last two, and he has so many troops up because of the skeletons and how tanky like a horde of them can be. Yeah, he doesn't even need to pop his queen ability. Skellies and bowlers and witches take care of the rest of the defenses, especially with the queen buff. I mean, not the queen buff, but like the witch buff. He doesn't even really need to worry about anything. Just look at how many skeletons there are in the base. Still has bowlers, queen, shit ton of loons. Like, it's hard to stop. Maybe with that freeze trap that was released on like the Christmas or Clashmas update. So next one is Flip with a Queen Walk Zapquake Dragons on number 33. So I was super excited to watch this because, like, as I probably told y'all earlier or in earlier recaps, I just love dragons. Like, back whenever I was at Town 9, that's all I would do. Dragons, dragons, and more dragons. Like, have sexy queen walks or queen charges and then drag the rest. So he has a ton of value coming in here. Like, he can take out queen, CC, 2 archer towers, 2 air defenses, and 2 wizard towers with some cannons as well. So he pops ability, gonna drop poison, and he's gonna rage up to deal with the CC. Luckily, the baby dragon came first, so that he was able to take that out and not really have to worry about that. So he comes in with his dragons, and he only has one air expo to worry about. Pan it over here. And as you can see, they're just working through the base. They have literally nothing besides this one Tesla section to worry about, and I think he rages that part up. So king and bowlers over here to deal with this air defense. You don't have to waste like space on wall breakers or anything like that, and you can take out a ton of defenses while you're at it because of the bowler bounces. And these loons were really like clutch because they grabbed so many black mines, like at least 2 or 3. So they were the real MVPs. A bit of the spell drop was but like he could have dropped it further down so that the dragons would have stayed in the rage longer, but it's hard to critique a 3, especially one with like 4 or 5 dragons up and his queens up, bowler up, king, healers. Just an awesome attack, and probably one of my favorite this war. Then again, I'm biased towards dragons, so who knows. Then the last attack of the war that I'll show is by Zed. And just a little shout out to Zed. He's always on. He's always on either FCing or like this guy is really dedicated, and we're glad to have him on the team. It just shows like the passion that he puts into the clan and the game, and so we really appreciate that from you, Zed, and keep up the good work. Get those 3 stars. So he's coming in with a suicide hero. Drops in a couple wizards to help funnel and just clear that trash, because there's so many storages in that area. Take a queen like quite a bit of time without them, and he wants to get those defenses as well. So he drops in like 3 hounds on that first air defense, and his loons going counterclockwise around the base. Drops in 2 more haste, does 2 in the bag and a heal. Drops in his 3rd haste, or I guess his 4th haste to go to that expo. Because of how spread out the air defenses are, you need to use your haste a little bit early so that your loons don't get trapped and like stuck behind, and then your hounds don't tank for them anymore. Drops in a heal, and he just has too many loons up for like even these 2 wizard towers to really make a difference. And he still has an unpopped hound, so just an overkill. Like queen's still up, he has loons, which he targeted this loon to drop on that CC. He has minions on the bottom working on those. Let's fast forward the cleanup. So great job to Zed. Keep up the good work, and we'll see more of you later on, hopefully. But just overall, like our 9s were like on fire this war, and they really helped set up the Tunnel 10s and 11s to shine and do our thing to like put away the war. Like Tunnel 9s, they can't win the war anymore. Like you don't see like failed or like Tunnel 9s. They're in a more of a supportive role right now, where they help the 11s and the 10s get scouts, and they ensure like if there's a good performance, they ensure that there's no dips or nukes required, and so that means more Tunnel 10v10 attempts or like that sort of thing. So just great job to all our Tunnel 9s, and keep up the good work, and I'll catch y'all in the next recap, the next war. So peace out.
Yeah, I've been killing this shit. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been cooking that shit, now they fucking with this.